Hey baby, it's Sunday. We made it through this weekend. I hope you had a great weekend. I had a pretty good weekend myself. Had a little rain today, but can't have sunshine every day. But I'll tell you what, the air still smells fresh. And we can still enjoy that for a few more days while Donnie the Dick is still out of the country. But I had a very nice Veterans Day. I hope all of y'all enjoyed your Veterans Day. And Donnie's landed over in the Philippines now. Oh, by the way, before I forget, Kim Zabo. This shirt came from Kim Zabo up in Twinsburg, Ohio. She sent us several shirts over the year, and this is one of them. And oh, Norman Pigcomb. Got your necklace on, buddy. Damn, I got it on backwards, I think. No, I don't. Got your necklace on, buddy. I hope you're doing good. I seen your picture the other day. Hope you're doing well, buddy, and hope you get better well soon. All that kind of shit. Anyway, we appreciate all of our fans who send us things, and we like to call them out. Anyway, this is an important message because this is what my job is to resist the orange anus that we have up in our house. And yeah, Donnie landed over in the PI over Manila to a very violent protest. I seen it up there. They got water cannons going and everything against him and against the people protesting against Donnie landing in there. And doesn't seem like he's too popular anywhere he goes. He gets protest everywhere, except in Saudi Arabia maybe or somewhere like that. Anyway, he's going to see Duterte, you know, the guy that Donnie Trump really wants to be. Donnie wants to be like that guy. This guy has confessed to murdering people with his own hand, choking them to death, I believe is what he said. Over 10,000 people have been killed in the PI since he took over. I posted a little picture on my Facebook yesterday. That's where I was in the Philippines when that picture was taken. And so I spent a lot of time over there. Very familiar with the Philippine area. Anyway, he likes this guy. And Donnie wishes he could be him. And that's just disgusting. But that's Donnie. That's what Donnie wants to be, a dictator. He spent his whole trip being an asshole, though. But I want to point out a series of events that prove continuously of what we're dealing with, and I've called him out on it before, and that is Donnie is a coward. Donnie is a chicken shit little asshole. The little bully on the schoolyard that you used to know that all you had to do is slap the fire out of him and he'd start crying. That's Donnie. All that shit about China before he went over there during the campaign, China this, China that, China raping us and thieving from us and stealing this and stealing that and manipulating this and all that shit. That bad. And then when Donnie goes to China, he kisses up to Chinese President Xi, I think his name is, and tells him how great he is and tells the Chinese people how smart it is for them to screw us over. They're doing a great job. Donnie thinks so. Hell, if Donnie was over there, he'd screw us too. Oh, wait, he screwed us anyway. Yep, that's Donnie. But he talks so nice over there. And then he goes over to Vietnam and he meets with Putin. Now, first off, it's a bad move with all the freaking publicity here in town about him and Putin, and he's going to go meet him. Donnie said he asked him 3 times, did you interfere in our elections? 3 times. I don't think so, Donnie. I don't even think you asked him once. He didn't say shit. You're a little chicken shit. But you came out with your little story on Veterans Day to say that you believed Putin when he told you, I didn't do this. We didn't do it. And you tell us that you accept that. You believe he's telling the truth. You're willing to throw all of our intel community into the ditch just like you do with everything else you get. You throw it in the ditch and stomp on it. And that's what he did there. He threw our intelligence community into the ditch. People that work in that system have been in there for years, way before Donnie, way before Obama, way before all of their career in there. That's their job. They're analysts. They do intel, Donnie. But that didn't matter to Donnie yesterday. Because yesterday Donnie was all ready to throw them all under the bus because he believes Putin. We need to be friends with Russia. We need to cozy up to Russia and be best buddies with Russia. That's Donnie's selling point. Why? Because that's what he was put in there for. That's why the Russians helped him. That's why they want him so bad. Is so he can lift the sanctions and do everything that Russia wants, regardless of what they do, to get that oil out of Russia so they can pump it down to the Ukraine and out down to the Black Sea. And, let's get that oil sold out there. That's Donnie's job. That's Rex Tillerson's job. But he's willing to throw our history, our values, and everything else under the bus, throw it in the ditch, so he can impress Pootie, so he can make Pootie feel good, like Donnie's backing him up. Donnie's doing what he's told to do. Donnie's the good little puppy. Throw him a little biscuit and wag his tail. Yeah, that's Donnie. Now today, like I said, he's gone out of Vietnam. He's over in Manila. What's he saying now? Well, they got a bunch of steak for yesterday's comments. I wrote my little piece last night. Tell y'all people I write better than I talk. Anyway, he got a lot of crap for it. So today, Donnie, being the lying dick that he is, the one that changes his mind every 5 seconds depending on who he last talked to. Oh, I believe our intel community. That's what he's saying today. It's not what he said yesterday. That's what he's saying today. Why? Because he has to appease us back here after he's already let Pootie know, I'm working for you, buddy. I'm trying to do the best I can for you, buddy. Yeah. Oh, Vladimir, you got you a good one there, buddy. He's a little lapdog is what Donnie is. And he's going to suck up to Pootie, and he wants us to forget all about the Russian stuff. They pay no attention to them meddling in our affairs. Yeah, that's Donnie. He sell out this country for a minute. Just like I said last night in my thing, he's not vested in this country. When his country needed him, he did not serve. He acted like a coward and complained of bone spurs while he played tennis and baseball and everything else. Bone spurs didn't help him, hurt him running the bases or running out there on the tennis court. Oh no, but he got 5 deferments. I ain't going because he's a coward. And he remains one to this day. He also didn't invest into this country by paying taxes. He's already told us, if you're stupid if you pay taxes. You're dumb. Donnie don't pay taxes. He don't want you to see his tax returns because it shows just that. Because he didn't pay into this country. He didn't help support the troops, as we say. Because our tax dollars support the troops. Our tax dollars give us everything we have and protects us. But Donnie didn't invest in that. No. Donnie's invested in buildings and Russians and anything else that Donnie can get is steaks, a university, how about some wine, whatever you want, Donnie will sell it to you. I'll make shit up, pull it out of my ass, and poof, here you go. It's got the name Trump on it, so you know it's good. No, it's a piece of shit. It means crap. It means a liar. It means a thief. That's what Trump means. Doesn't mean anything else but. Roy Moore is still in the news. He ain't backed out yet. Hell no, he ain't gonna back out. He's gonna fight this shit to the bitter end, and anybody else that kiss his ass. That's what Roy Moore. That's his MO. That's what old Bannon's telling him to do. So Bannon told Trump to do. Screw them people and their values and their morals. They don't need it. Get on them. Go ahead and run. And I'm fearful that Alabama will elect him for spite. 4 women. They don't know each other. They don't know each other. Over 30 witnesses to the facts of these stories. And that's what they were. Investigative journalists heard stories of Roy Moore. So like a journalist does, they try to track down the stories. They track them down one by one separately. They all have a common thread going through them. One of them voted Republican, I know that. That these were commonly known stories. So, to all those people that are saying, well, why is this coming out now? Why now? Why is Judge Roy Moore being persecuted for his sanctity of his life that he could run as a Christian for the Senate? No, because those women told stories back then. The reason why now is because what Alabama did before was Alabama's business. They put him in the Supreme Court of Alabama twice. He got thrown out twice. That wasn't enough for them. They voted him in again because he's a good Christian man. That's what he is. That's what he's known for. His gun and his God. Yeah. The reason it's come out now is because now he wants to come into our house. This is our house. He's a representative of Alabama coming into our house. That Senate, that House of Representatives up there, that White House, those are our houses, paid for by our tax dollars, paid for by our blood. And it is up to all of us, because that man will be voting for all of us, not just Alabama. So yeah, that's why it's come out now, because it is important now. What Alabama did before was Alabama's business, I guess. They knew because they heard these stories about him. But he's a rich, powerful Christian man in a Christian state, so thou shalt not go against him. Or thou shalt have the fear of Judge Roy Moore put on you, I guess. I don't know. Shit. Don't let your God back an asshole. We have seen through history people who were very high in the religious order, televangelists, preachers that have spilled their heart and their soul and cried for your money to spread the word of Jesus, get caught up in some bullshit, thieving, or with another woman or some other shit like that, and they fell from grace. Have we seen any of those stories? You damn right we have. What makes you think a guy like Roy Moore couldn't hide these facts for years and rise in that political power? Hell yes he can. Any man in any state in this country could do that if he hides it well enough. But the stories were around. The stories persisted. He was on Hannity the other day, and by the way, you know, after Hannity pitched him so many softballs and tried to really make it sound like he ain't had nothing to do with this shit, 5 advertisers pulled their advertising from Hannity's show. I'm glad to hear that. But Roy Moore sat there and tried to sidestep every which way he can the definition of a pervert who dates little 14-year-old girls. At one interview, he even said, well, look now, I always ask their mama. Roy, if you're 32 years old, you shouldn't be dating anybody you have to ask their mama for. Are you shitting me? You're a freaking moron. Your morals are down in the ditch if you're 32 years old and you have to go ask somebody's mama if you can date them. Hey, she's, 15, 16. 16's consent, Can I date her now? If you were my child and Roy Moore, 32-year-old Moore, came up, I'd lay him down on the concrete. I'd punch his face so hard his nose would come out the other side. I would spit on his ass. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened. So Roy Moore is saying, well, I always ask their mamas. Well, Roy, you just told me that you were the scum bucket that we all thought you were. Now, the question is, what is Alabama going to do with it? Alabama is faced with facts. So don't blame this on your God. You can have your God. Just don't let your religion get in the way of your God. He can fool God. Jimmy Swaggart fooled God. Sheesh, what's his name? Selling buckets of food nowadays. Tammy Faye Baker. Roy, Baker guy. He got caught thieving money and he's still out doing it. Send your money to me because Jesus needs one to buy this food. Don't let your religion get in the way of your God. If you worship God, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's only when you try to shove your shit on me that I have a problem with it. I bless you all the time to go to church and pray for peace. It ain't working, but you can pray for it all day long. But don't let that get in the way, your religion, of what church you go to, what your preacher is saying up there. Don't let them distort the facts of the case. Look at the facts. Look at the women, the separation of them, the 30-plus witnesses, the dates, the times, everything matches. And old Roy's just going to sit up there and say, well, they're just a bunch of lying bitches. That's what Roy's doing. And Roy's just a scum-sucking maggot who's been sucking off the tit of Christians forever. So yeah, there's probably more women out there that comes forward and let us know more about old Roy. Anyway, I got a kick this morning because I looked over there to see his tweets and see what he's been doing just so I stay informed about what our President Dick is doing. And he tweeted out some bullshit that about 15 hours ago or some shit. I don't know when he did it. Sitting on the toilet, I guess, at a different time zone over there. Anyway, he's talking about crooked Hillary. And remember when she was trying to help the Russians and be nice to the Russians. And remember when she misspelled the word on the button. Because Donnie wants to make sure y'all know that Hillary misspelled the word on the button. Look at her, she's dumb. She misspelled a Russian word. It wasn't reset in English, Donnie. It was in Russian, and they got the wrong word, and yes, it was misspelled. It meant something else, that Russian word. And Donnie likes to play on that. That was his tweet. Look at how dumb she is. So I tweeted back to him this morning, you stupid dick. Did you look at your previous tweet, you asshole? Because in his previous tweet, he's bitching about, I can't remember, I didn't write it down, he's bitching about the Democrats and all that other shit. And he said that they're always playing politics. They are always playing politics. That's what he typed out. But he typed out T-H-E-R-E. There. The politics are right there. This hammer is right there. That's T-H-E-R-E. It's their hammer. That's T-H-I-E-R. Or I-E-E-I after, yeah, whatever. There. And then there's that other one, T-H-E-Y, a little apostrophe up there, and R-E. There. They're going someplace. But he typed out T-H-E-R. He misspelled there. Because I wanted him to know, and I typed each one out correctly, that there's a difference between there, and there. But Donnie is a dumbass. He does that all the time and then points to Hillary for misspelling a Russian word. That's the scum-sucking, lying-ass dick that we have in our house. No, he ain't got no morals. No, he ain't got no education. He doesn't read books. He doesn't do anything except watch Fox and Friends in the morning, and that's it. That's all. He doesn't get his intel from anywhere else except Putin. Putin told him, oh, I didn't do it. Well, I believe him. You're a scum-sucking, lying piece of coward shit, Donald Trump, and I want you out of my house, and I'll keep this shit up every day until you're gone. Anyway, I just want to give out a big shout-out to Alexis Bortel. Alexis Bortel. She's 12 years old. Go get 'em, baby. Proud of you. Because she is suing Jeff Sessions over the marijuana laws in this country because she is trying desperately to get a product known as Haley's Hope, which is a derivative of a marijuana plant, the CBD oil, a specific kind, that stops her seizures and other children's seizures in moments. It has been proven, it's been documented, it's been filmed, it's done everything. But Jeff Sessions has always been, oh no, that evil marijuana, you can be a white supremacist. Just don't smoke pot, buddy. Pot has a medicinal value. Marijuana has a medicinal value. People have learned that shit for years, but people like Jeff Sessions is going to fight it every tooth and nail he can. He wants his prisons full. That's what Jeff Sessions wants. Private prisons full. But good deal, Alexis Bortel, because she's fighting him the way he should be fought with facts. They don't like that shit, facts. They like to make up their own shit, you know. Anyway, that's about it. This election in Alabama is not about Roy Moore. This is about us. I'm speaking specifically to the voters of Alabama. We have plenty of blue dots in Alabama. Hi, Simone. Anyway, I like her. She's down in Mobile. And she's not dumb. She doesn't buy into this shit. She's a smart woman. They're all over Alabama. Smart people. Used to be smart Republicans. And that's what they need to return to. Smart Republicans. Look at the facts of whatever you're looking at. Dig into it yourself. If you read that Washington Post story, then you will see how precise that reporting is. This is about us and what we will accept in our house. This is what we have already proven once that we made a mistake. We let a lying-ass pervert into our White House, and he's done nothing but embarrass us since. Well, you had your fun now. We had our little pat on the ground there and stomped our feet and voted in an asshole. But now he's disgracing our country all across this world. And we need to get him out. And it starts. It started in Virginia. Now we have to keep it going through Alabama. This isn't about voting. This is about getting out the vote for Democrats. Get out and vote. You don't like what Roy Moore stands for? You don't like the way this is being done? Get out and vote. That's the most important thing that we can do between now and the end of time is get out and vote. We have it coming up in 2018. We can take all the House and Senate back. We just have to get off the couch and go vote on the day we're supposed to. So let's do that. And about all I got a message from a guy yesterday, and I talked to him last night, back and forth a bit, and he's interested in making a podcast with me in it, me being the star. Sort of like the podcast I'm on, but it would be my podcast. It's a nice company. It's a good company. They're reputable. They have some nice clients, and they also have people that do the same thing that I'm doing here. But I always want to say one thing whenever I talk about that. If I do get a podcast going, which it looks promising, I will never stop posting to Facebook, because this is what gave me my ride right here. These are the people, you people right there are the ones that started listening to me. I will never stop posting for free in Facebook. This is my family, my Facebook family. If I can draw people to Patreon with added content over there, that this podcast said that they could provide me, do a smaller podcast to put onto my Patreon show, while we have the main podcast that goes on to the radio networks. And then my show on this the private thing that we have going on here. So, if I can juggle everything right, I'll be able to do a podcast, and at the end of that podcast, right at the same time, do another taping for a podcast on my Patreon channel, which would improve the revenue possibly there, and then still come out here into my old shop, sit right here, and tell you how I did that day, or whatever the hell it is that we're talking about. I just want to let you know that I am not going anywhere. I'm going to be here all the time. You don't have to go pay $1 anywhere. You can always find me right here. But that being said, like, share, and subscribe. John Britovo, a Blue Dot in Texas. John Britovo Speaks, my fan page out there. Don is doing a hell of a job. And on Twitter, at Blue Dot in Texas. My Patreon channel. If you care to donate $1 to keep us going, that's always appreciated, but not required. So, and out my truck window and anywhere else I can get this message going, because that's the important thing. We have to get out to vote. We have to stay motivated. We have to know our opponent, our adversaries, the Republicans, and they are giving us plenty of ammunition to throw back at them. We just have to convince some of those Republicans to come back to being what a Republican used to be, and to stand up for the morals and the values that the Republican Party always told us they had. They lost it with Donald Trump. Don't lose it again with Roy Moore. So I'm begging you, people in Alabama, get up off the couch and go vote, so Roy Moore doesn't end up in the house, in our house. And on that note, y'all take care. I might take tomorrow off. I've done 7 days in a row, I think, now, so I might take a day off tomorrow. Maybe, maybe not. I might be here. We don't know. Anyway, y'all take care. Bye now.